Hey everybody, you're listening to the Combo Wombo podcast. I'm Chipmunk. With me as always the Mr. Gimpy. What's happening, Mike?
What's going on, brother? I got my horror movie mug out today. Got
So
a bunch of
getting
stuff.
ready for October, dude.
Getting ready for October, man. And I'm not a big Silent Hill fan, but Silent Hill F is coming, and I'm super pumped for it. So I'm getting geared up for all the horror shenanigans.
Is that the one that they tried to make it look like the original demo? Is that?
I don't know what the original demo looked like, honestly, because again,
like
I'm not a big Silent Hill fan.
House.
No, that's PT that you're thinking of. No, this is it's set in Japan actually, so it's the first time a Silent Hill game's been set in Japan, and you're a schoolgirl, I believe. I could be wrong. I haven't followed it very much, but from what I've seen, I'm like, okay, I'll pick this up.
Is the little girl grown up now from the first story?
No, it's a different character.
All right.
You did,
good, man.
Right. So we'll see how it goes. I'm looking forward to it though. But other than that, October is going to be big. We got Battlefield 6 coming. We got Ninja Gaiden 4 coming. So it's gonna be some fun stuff. We did have the Mortal Kombat 2 movie releasing, but then WB decided, hey, let's make this a summer release because we're greedy as fuck. So
Sure. All right.
Yeah. So October should be a pretty fun month gaming related. What about you, brother? What's going on?
I just want to touch on really quickly. I'm glad they're making new characters. I hate when series or shows or movies, like everything evolves around the same people.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it just so happens that all these people know each other, even as little kids. And even like before, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And the same bad shit's happening to the exact same people again. What are the odds, dude?
Yeah.
It's like, well, you guys like this so much, So I know, I think like Saw's done a good job of that, and like Final Destination for like continuing like the franchise without being like stuck to the main characters. Even those, like they'll reintroduce like old characters from them as well, like as shit goes on. But it is what it is. It's a fun Easter egg, but it doesn't take away from like the new film, like when something like that happens, man.
To be fair to Final Destination, it was only the first two movies comedy that were directly following the other, you know what I mean, like with the same cast, because Ali Larter was in the first one, she was the main character in the second, so I mean, but
they're still making those. Is there a new one?
There was one
talk about things I'm not paying attention
last
to.
year, yeah.
All right, yeah.
Final Destination Bloodlines, yeah. those are a pleasure of mine, man. I wouldn't even say guilty pleasure. I really enjoy this.
I've only seen like one or two of them. One buddy made me go see it in a theater. And we laughed at like all of it. He's like, just treat it like a comedy. I'm like, it's just him and me just laughing like through like because like it's like such a Rube Goldberg-esque machine of death that like happens in it, where it's like at a certain point it does become comical. Like at first I'm like, I don't know, man. Then it's like, oh yeah, this is kind of, it gets a little preposterous in some of them, Other ones are like really good setups and payoffs, or where you're like, it gives you like that creepy feeling.
That's good. And Final Destination, there's six. There's 6 Final Destinations. Right. There's like 10 Saw movies, including Jigsaw. 10 or 11. Sense. Yeah. Oh, and then there's the spin-off Spiral that Chris Rock made. So, which was actually pretty decent. I like that movie, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's a good premises, dude. Just like people just being weird, or like a force of nature or something,
Yeah.
I saw this movie, The Crazies. That was like unintentionally funny.
That was
it was like a remake of an old.
Yep, it's a remake. Yep.
It's like a chemical military weapon that like made people go crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, I gave them the crazies, dude.
Oh, is that it? Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought you were gonna go deeper, but
that's it. It's pretty funny. Like it has like a bunch of unintentionally like funny because it's like it's so hard to. It's not like a universal thing of like what someone's madness is to another person.
Yeah,
So it'll just be scenes of like somebody just like punching like a dumpster, and one scene, dude, is just like, all right, he's gone crazy. Clearly, like nobody just punches empty dumpsters like that, dude.
Yeah. What's nice about that movie is I believe the original was made by George A. Romero, so who's known of the Living Dead fame, Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead. So he makes The Crazies, which is zombie adjacent, but. Like good stuff. There's another good horror movie kind of like in that vein, Skinamarink, where it's like a radio show that's kind of causing it's a radio frequency that causes the zombiness. Pretty great. Pretty great actually. Small budget Canadian film.
Brainwaves.
Yeah. Good stuff.
It's that TV show is based on a video game with the fungus. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, it's Last of Us.
Yeah, Last of Us. Is that still a thing? Would that be like a scary show?
I think there's horror elements. There's definitely horror elements.
I've never played the game.
People have said it's scary. I think it's more of. I think it's set in a scary universe, but I don't find it scary. Although there are scary moments,
more
right?
Like stealth action.
More. There's definitely action moments. It's definitely like an action game more than I suppose. I guess I've never thought about it, right?
Action horror instead of survival horror.
Yeah, it seems more sci-fi to me than like true horror. But then there's definitely moments where you're in a horror environment. I don't know. The game does a good job of kind of meshing genres, and obviously with its success, it does well enough. Because like the final shootout of the first game is definitely an action game at that point. Basically,
I heard a good theory about that, about how that was like, I don't know, spoilers, I guess, but I haven't even played the games. But I've seen like
you're good.
A fan theory was like that the doctors like were never going to be able to develop a cure, and this was always just like to stroke egos. So based on like all the stuff that happened, so I was like, yeah, this was just like a waste of everyone's time, basically. And it was you
should play the game.
Yeah, all right. I like the theory.
You play the game.
Good arguments.
It'll touch on that. It'll touch on that exact theory. I don't want to ruin it for you because the game is amazing. Second one, stumbles. It's still a good game. It's just if you care about proper writing, you won't like it as much, but it's still fun. It's still a good game.
I think people were upset that they didn't give you like kind of a choice at the end of like what you're gonna do, like through the whole thing. It's like
probably you didn't even play
kind of making choices and it
it's a linear story, and it is meant to be a linear story. It's I mean it's
just a book, man.
Exactly.
Don't get upset at the ending of a book.
Don't try and get crazy.
This isn't a choose your own adventure, dude. It's like, yeah, dude, it never was.
Let me tell you about my frustration, man. So I didn't really do. I've been going through the Shinobi Art of Vengeance game. I've beaten it already. I have all but one achievement, which is get S rank on every stage.
Oh shit! It's a lot of achievement.
Oh yeah. You know, beat everything, beat the boss rush. It was a good game. Ninja Gaiden Rage Bound. I also got all the achievements, as I said before in a previous pod.
Yeah, we took a week off of the pod just for you to play that game.
It was amazing.
I got to play Shinobi. Fuck off. I was
at that point. No, I was like, dude, I stayed up till like 3 a.m. playing. There's no way in hell I'm doing the pod. But
it's fair, man.
Both amazing games. Ninja Gaiden Rage Bound was more what I wanted from a ninja action game, but Shinobi is also a banger as well. So I mean, I've definitely enjoyed both. If I rated Ragebound a 9, Shinobi would be like 8.9. You know, it's that close.
Nice.
Both fantastic games, but I'm going through Art of Vengeance now, getting S rank and everything. But that's really the only gaming thing I've done this week, outside of a little work on the pig game. But my big project this week was fixing my 3D printer because I have an Ender 3. And the meme is whenever you have the hobby of 3D printing, especially with an Ender 3, is fixing the Ender 3, right?
Ender 3, dude.
My hot end completely.
Oh, thanks. People just listening, selling up this crazy mangled melted wire.
So I bought some.
It looks preposterably like burnt and like singed.
I bought some questionable filament, right? And I'm like, what's the worst that could happen? Well, it overflowed, clogged the nozzle, and people and 3D printing enthusiasts are probably like more like into the hobby than I am. Could probably have fixed it. I could not. I couldn't even get the damn nozzle off. And I tried with vice grips and a bunch of other crap, and it just was stuck. And this is actually cleaned up. Prior to that, the filament had melted, oozed out of the top, and actually started wrapping this heat block, which I've never seen, and I haven't seen anyone online with that same problem. And my coworker who got me into 3D printing, I was like, hey, have you ever seen this? He's like, dude, that is effed. So,
like, how though?
So it's like, all right. So I couldn't get it off. So I ended up snipping wires and just yanking the whole thing. I got that fixed. It took me
Is your 3D printer up and running again?
about 2 hours. Yeah, it's up and running. Got a successful print. There's a headphone holder I printed for my wife that's off camera here, but that has been my week basically. Is fixing a 3D printer. So yeah, just figured I'd touch on that.
If you're taking 3D printing requests, I would like a 3D printed koi fish.
Okay.
But I want you to like shell it out and then have it like wireframed.
Okay. So you want me to model as well?
yeah. Just do all that for me. Thanks. I appreciate it.
All that for free and on time.
Yeah, dude. I want it yesterday too, dude.
All right.
Free clients are the worst clients, dude.
I'll keep it in mind.
Yeah. No, I was watching this lady make a little lamp out of a koi fish, and I was like, she was using wood, and I was like, yeah, you could probably just 3D print that.
Yeah, dude, that's sick. You know what I heard about that lady?
What's that?
She didn't do it for free.
Dang, she's doing it for internet clout. That's why I was on the internet. She's getting paid through ad revenue.
100%. She got you, dude. That was the
I can talk about what I've been up to, dude, bro.
Anyway, that's our time. No, I'm kidding.
Damn, dude. All right.
Go ahead.
See how it is.
Yeah.
I've been working on, trying to build up the habit of like drawing every day at my lunch, doing that 30 minutes.
Yes.
And then I was watching, again, like I watch like a lot of weird different crafters on YouTube doing different crafts.
Like that koi fish lady.
Yeah, like much like the koi fish. I watched like the koi fish lady. I saw a dude who has a whole basement aquarium. He's just living in it. He's just like turned his whole basement into a giant aquarium. He's like, yo, what if I just flooded my basement with water and put fish down there?
Oh, dude, link that to me when you're done.
It's pretty good. Yeah. So I don't know. I was watching this dude and he was talking about zines and I was like, holy shit, remember zines? No. And they're talking about how easy it is to make a zine. And I was like, yeah, I can make a zine.
I don't know what that is.
Basically like, so back in the 90s, in the 80s, if you wanted to know anything about punk music or political goings-ons, we didn't have the internet. So people would just take a piece of paper and then like you fold it, then fold it again, and then fold it one last time. So there's like 8 little areas and you cut like the center. You can fold it into a little pamphlet, a book. And so you have like a little 8-page book. And then like people would just like write or put poetry in it or write like the goings on and they put it in skateboard shops or art supply stores or coffee shops. And, people would just trade these zines, man. And it's mostly like for colleges or youngsters, but they've always been a staple. They're still out there. People are still making them. And I was like, yeah, I've been drawing every day. And like, I've talked about like making a comic book at one time. So I was like, I got like 4 or 5 pages done. I was like, yeah, making comic books hard as fuck. And I was I could do a page though. This seems easy enough. There's 8 little panels. And then like 2 of them are like the front and back cover. So it's like 6 panels. So yeah, I started trying to make a zine, dude. And I, sketched out that and used my printer here. And I realized, much like your 3D printer, my printer like came just busted as fuck, I guess. Like the thermal part of it like wasn't adhesing like toner to the paper. Because I like looked up, I was like, what's going on here? Like who else has these problems?
Wait, you have a printer with toner as a day-to-day and not just an inkjet?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, you're hardcore. So, okay, all right, shit. My bad, sir.
I was like, yo, I've only heard good things about them, and I was like, yeah, I'll buy one of these because like I want to just print a bunch of black and white stuff because I want to print out, I do a bit of writing. I'd have a bunch of eclectic hobbies, so I don't know.
Koi fish, I gotcha.
Yeah, koi fish, like zines, printing books out like that I wrote for myself. Yeah, so. Yeah, I was like, oh, I'll use this like a laser printer. The laser printer I got from his brother, it was trash, dude.
What? It was like, a great brand, bro.
I just got a lemon, dude.
Dude, did you just shake the toner cartridge?
No, this is like literally like the thermal adhesive part. It's like this orange bar at the back of it, and like it's not getting up like the heating element. And then I was like, I could probably just because it prints. And I was like, I could probably just take the prints and then throw them in the oven and like bake them. And so like the toner adheres to the paper.
Okay.
And I was like, fuck this, I'm just buying an inkjet to use. So yeah, that showed up yesterday.
Your brother will repair your printers typically if it's still.
I think you can like,
it's like 5 years or something. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think I probably have it under warranty if I like hit him up. Yeah, I don't know if I want to like do some repair on it, but
not even some sort of brother's fanboy, right? I just when I had a previous job when I was in marketing for the casino, we mass printed like race pamphlets and stuff, and I was in charge of that. So it was a brother printer. It was fantastic. Sometimes the toner, like we had toner on stock and it was old, so I had to shake the shit out of it to get the little particles in there moving and stuff. And one time I didn't realize that how the machine worked was this just giant toner cartridge that was fucking like, you know, huge. It was bigger. It was bigger than me. I am wide. So I shoved it into the printer, but I didn't realize how it activated. Was there's these little like compartments where the printer would push and then filament would fall down and then it would use that filament, right? One of the toners I had on my second day on the job, because no one trained me, I just read the manual. They're like, if you could figure it out, we need 1,200 pamphlets tonight. I was like, okay, cool. Yeah. So, I popped it in and I guess I put it in backwards and it's not supposed to go backwards. So there should be no possible way it could fit, but I just forced it.
Made it happen,
because in the manual it said push down with force. I'm like, fuck, all right. Push down with force. Printer, I saw like film. I've never seen filament before this moment, right? Like, or not filament, toner. I've never seen it before this moment.
It's just a cloud of black dust.
Just right. And I was like, oh shit. So I my instinct was, I put this in wrong. This cartridge is bad, right? So I pull it up, toner everywhere.
Just pouring out like quicksand.
To this day, I have people who still work at that company. There is still a layer of like black toner in that in the print room, dude. Nothing gets that up. It's absolutely
now you can
hysterical.
imagine my frustration as my brother printer shoots out little fucking fairy dust every time I do a print, dude. And I'm like, all right, I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this toner dust everywhere.
Understood.
I don't know. Yeah, I could try and fix the heating on there or something. Dude. Printer repair, YouTube /
they're just big Lego pieces, dude. Like if you really, because I imagine since you have a laser, like a laser jet, like you probably spent a good amount of coin on it, huh?
Yeah, I was like, for like $75.
Oh, really? Oh, never mind. Throw that shit in the trash.
Inks where they kill you, dude. No, dude.
That's true. That's true. Just get a new one.
The brother printer, I spent some good coin. I think I spent.
Oh, no, that's what I meant. Is the brother
on.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I meant. I thought you spent $75 for a brother. I was like, holy shit, dude.
Okay. Whatever the other one.
Sure. I guess you got an HP or something.
Got a Pixma Canon.
The hell? Oh,
yeah, fuck HP, dude. I don't like HP either. I don't know. All the printer companies are trash.
They're all trash. Yeah.
So this led me down to the path of looking at like ditto machines, dude. Have you ever have you heard of a ditto machine?
Not even once. Back in today years old, brother.
So back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s.
Why is every story you go start decades ago? Back in the 80s, 90s, we have these Zines. Okay, go on.
Yeah, dude. These work by making an inverse wax image on like a transfer paper.
Okay.
And you put those on a giant roller, and then you put like this ethanol combo.
So you have to cure it, I'm guessing, right?
No, you put it like on like a filled thing, and then you put paper in, and that like transfers that over via rolling through. And you can roll out like 700-800 copies from like a single transfer sheet, and you can type, you can draw on it. Okay. Zines used to be made this way as well. So yeah, man, I looked at those because I was like, I could just buy one of these because this seems like way easy. It's like the most simple printer ever, and it's way underground. Nobody sells them. You can't find them anywhere. Nobody has them used. I looked at dude take it apart, and that's where I started thinking about like your 3D printer as well. Because I was like, you could probably 3D print most of the stuff to make, because it's just a big wheel and like a feeder, and then like a felt, and then like a rubber roller that you're like putting through with like, and then you can buy like the, ethanol concoction that's out there, like how to make it.
Got it.
I was like, I probably just the transfer paper you can get from like tattoo artists. They still use like that same type of like wax mirror image paper, so you could like get it from there. It seems so easy to make. But then I started like pricing it out, and like the time, I was like, I probably spent like $300 or $400 on like a fucking way shitty printer. It would be cool. It would be fun to do. Like if I had like more like disposable income just to like fuck around and find out, dude. That's what I'd do. This is why I shouldn't have money, dude. I would be building dumb shit like that.
I've been saying that for a while. This is why Chip shouldn't have money for whatever project you're doing. So that goes to say your hobby, your habit of drawing every day with designs.
That's like, it's giving me like a direction and a finished thing that I can like work towards now. And like, I don't know, it's kind of fun. And like, I don't know, the people I've been sharing with, like, I don't know, again, like everybody does this, and I think it's like meant as encouragement, but they're like, oh, so what are you going to do with these? Where are you going to put them? Are you going to like put them in like cafes or something? Like, no, dude, this is just for me, dude, just to do. Like, I don't know.
Why did I know this was gonna end this way? I thought you were gonna like put it in. I was like, maybe he'll put it in stores, just like shadow drop it, put it in libraries, put it in like go on Metro Transit, just throw it around on the
set it out, dude. Start
getting the word out or something, you know, just throwing it in places. Go to a concert and just throw it in the.
Start handing out to people. Have you heard the good word?
Exactly. But now you're just making them and putting them in your own pocket for your own enjoyment. All right.
Yeah, this is what art is about, man. You gotta be making things for you. Like if you don't enjoy, like, what's the point of even doing it?
Right. That's
you can like share with people, and like everyone I share with, they're like, it's cool. I think they're kind of blown away. I think also like having a physical thing also
having a physical thing is nice. Yeah. I told you all of the game projects that I've made. My plan eventually is to take art, because pretty much every project has like cover art, right? Or you can make some for it. Yeah. I want to do cover art of every project that I've made and just like hang it up in my house, right? Just like stuff that I've made, because
you know, poster or a game cartridge.
Exactly. When you're making games, it's all digital and you don't really have a tangible thing. So like if I made like printouts of like the cover or the art,
print out a manual, dude.
Yeah, exactly. That's my own plan for self-preservation. You know, for
man, look
projects.
at the old Super Mario Bros. World manual, dude.
Yeah,
work of art.
It is.
Same with the Zelda for the NES, dude. It's a really good manual.
It is. So you know, with the time we have left here, we went off on a tangent here, but so we were going to talk about like habit building, how to do it, what was successful for us, what was successful for you. So with your drawing every day, right? To not only get better at it, but I'm assuming you're learning new techniques and everything else.
I've just been doing the basics, dude, on the regular, the fundamental, and it's like the most boring stuff. I don't know if I've ever told this, but I've been telling other people this. It's like I've had like the curse of perfect hand-eye coordination for like drawing from like a young age, so I can like, which sounds great because I can basically photocopy.
This has been Chip stroking his own ego. The podcast.
I don't know, bro. This is just the reality of the situation. Okay. Dude. I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna humble myself to appease peasants, dude. I don't think so, bro. Like some people just are, gifted, and like so. This is the double-edged sword of this, and like you probably heard this as well for like child prodigies of things of like where they kind of burn out or they get bad. So I've been able to like basically like photocopy anything I see like one-to-one, like and like. But I can't change it. As soon as I want to change like the angle or add something, I'm like, I can't do it because I never learned the basics and I never had to. Okay. So now I've been practicing like the boring basics of like I have a cube and I'm like just training in 3D space. I'm having like a plane and also like trying to change that, or like a sphere, or a rhombus or a torus symbol. Like so I've been doing that. I've been practicing those, like, and then it's like other things where it's like the other like warm ups are like draw a straight line, and I'm like, bro, you don't know who the fuck I am, bro. I'm like, and it just like comes out like it's a perfect grid, and like make like a little a circle.
The man with perfect hand-eye coordination went made a grid, but made a Z motion. I just want to put that up for everyone in the pod.
You go like this to the left, you pick up the down, then back.
I'm not questioning your grid making abilities.
If you don't know how to like draw straight lines, bro, I can't save you, bro.
You're right, dude.
If you don't know if it'd be like a slight Z motion, like that's
on you. I'm cursed with caffeine, man. I can't.
Yeah, dude.
No, that's awesome though. So
practicing lines, doing that, building out perspective grids, working on perspective and force perspective, and foreshortening, the basics, the most basic of basic, nothing cool.
Have you transferred that to digital for game art or anything like that?
This kind of comes into this weekend. Like I got that printer and I was working on the zine, so I was like, let me use some 3D models and then I can just draw over like those characters, because that's going to be easier than working from my imagination. Because right now I'm like doing like the layout in my 30 minutes. But as you can imagine, you can't very well draw like a whole thing in 30 minutes, like a whole page. It comes out like basically stick figures or like quick jots of like the expressions and ideas. So I started like 3D modeling again and pulling out. I bought like a little character pack that's like close to kind of what I want. Okay. And I was playing with like shaders and stuff as well. Like I'm just trying to figure out if I want to use like Unreal or Unity, because those are better for like posing in some instances. But it was like, remembered I have Blender, so I was playing around in Blender yesterday with that and the models, and like trying to get a good Eevee shader that does like some sort of like cross hatching or tonal things to it. I can get anything that looks good. But yeah, I spent only like 5-6 hours on it. And yeah, it probably takes more time, more experimenting, figuring out the mix of that stuff. But I feel like all the skills play into each other. You know, the ability to like write down ideas for like a sketch, for a comic, the layout, write a script.
So I've been doing that. So the comic you're making, I'm a little confused here. So the comic you're making is using 3D models, or you're drawing
Sometimes
it in the 3D?
I'm drawing it and then like turning those into 3D models
for the comic, or this is for you.
Yeah, so the comic looks like very like slightly better than stick figures, very like basic shapes.
Okay.
It's like basically I'm drawing like one character as like two and stuff. Like again, this is like a quick 30-minute drawing, dude. Like people are like, all right, you can't get
your perfect hand-eye coordination. I assume those stick figures are immaculate.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Like I showed just those to people and they're like, oh, this is cool. Like use this. And I'm like, you have no idea how fucking good I am at art, dude. Like this is literally shit, dude. Like but they're like impressed just by that, dude. So yeah, dude. You know, like you brought it up, so yeah.
No, I just found that like the funniest ego statement of all time. Put that on your grave, brother.
Yeah, dude. Tell anybody who's been doing like art regularly for like 20 years, be like, oh, like this is something you whipped up in 30 minutes. Like people are pretty impressed. Like,
oh yeah. No, I'm impressed by artists all the time, 100%.
Like holy shit, dude! Like and then like I'll show them like a time lapse of me doing that.
The thing with artists though is they never realize how good their work is.
Like I said, I'm not even happy with it. I'm like, all right, if I could use like a 3D model, then I'm gonna like draw over that again and like retransfer that over, but with like a better rendering, and then like use Clip Studio to like make gutters or maybe Krita. I was also looking at Procreate. There's like several like software programs. I was looking at Procreate because this lady was using it on her tablet. And that's what I've been mostly drawing on. And then the other option is I could just print it off. Now I have this printer and then just draw it on like some sketch paper here and scan that in as well. But use that as like almost like a template and transfer paper. You know, that kind of shit. But I don't know what I want to do. I have all the options. I'm exploring all avenues. I haven't like turned down any of them, dude. Like,
yeah, man. Hey, but yeah, you got the time.
Yeah, that's I don't know. That's what's fun about like hobbies or doing something or trying to build habits is like you gotta like practice the basics, and then like this is giving me like a goal to like kind of work towards. But I don't want to give up like that daily like 30-40 minute practice. But it's gotten me inspired to do 4 or 5 hours on the weekend now when I have like more time. Where I'm like, yeah, let me try this, and having something physical to like share with people also like. Is encouraging because then they can see it and they're like, oh, and you can get like some feedback as well.
And they give you the drive to continue, right?
Yeah. For me, a little bit. I don't know. I try to like remove myself from external validation as much as possible.
Dude, you're a human being.
Criticism.
Every human being wants some sort of external validation. Otherwise, you wouldn't have mentioned it on a podcast that has other people listening. No. I'm saying you're not a robot, bro. You're not a robot, man. You're a human, all right? You want external validation. I'm looking at your stuff. I'm like, yeah, this is good, Chip. And then you're like, okay, there's a little bit of an endorphin rush there. You're not immune to that.
Yeah, dude, it's nobody's immune to that, dude.
Yeah, you can see. It's okay to want people to like it, dude. It's okay. It's all right.
I won't. I think that's like been my weirdest thing about this. I was thinking about this last night as well. Like, what art styles do I even like? Or would enjoy doing?
Yeah.
So it's like trying to like just visualize what I'd even want this to look like, because I can do any art style like easily, and I'm just like, what one do I want to use?
Can I give you a challenge? No, you don't have to do this. I just want to put this out here. You said you can do any art style, right?
Yeah.
Let's see it. We have the next pod in 7 days, right? 7 days of different art styles, and you don't have to show it to the pod. I'm just curious to see it.
Want to see what it would look like?
Yeah. I'm just saying your interpretation of it. That's all. I just think it'd be cool to see.
Should be like the same character. That way, it's like a bit of like a point of reference.
Yeah. That sounds cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll use like a famous character that way. So like the secret I have found is like limitations and then like narrowing down like factors. So instead of me coming up with a character and all this, it's like, all right. I've also heard this for drawing practice as well.
Can I tell you who to use? Yeah. Or just suggest, because they're so stylized?
Yeah.
Betty Boop.
Oh yeah.
A very stylized character, very 30s, right?
Yeah.
So I think seeing it in different.
I just did a print. One of the first thing I print out on my new printer is Felix the cat, dude.
All right. Same wavelength, dude.
Me, bro.
Same wavelength, man. Yeah, I'd be curious. Like I said, you don't have to show the pod. I'm just curious on your creative process. That's all. And it's not a call out. I was just legitimately interested.
I can do that 7 days. During I don't know. This will probably be after my drawing practice because I've been focusing on the zine for that.
Sure, it doesn't have to be this week. I mean, just saying in general, right?
I think it's through the gauntlet, dude. Get the thunder, dude.
So I could say, and I've shared this on the pod with a little bit of time we have left for what worked with me for building the habit, especially with the game I've been working on since April, right? So I've incorporated it into work and into like physical fitness, right? So I'm lucky enough to have free coding time at work to. It's meant to improve my programming knowledge, my knowledge of the system that I use at work, and they give us an hour to just do what we want. I've used that hour to make games, because much like Chip, I'm killing it at work. I don't that shit doesn't matter. So I've been making games an hour a day, at a minimum an hour a day. And a lot of times I've been doing 2, 3, 4 hours to work on this. I've treated it as like a part-time job, which worked for me. Cause I still need time for fun. I still need time for my family, and I don't work on it on the weekends if I can, unless something like popped up in my mind to continue. And that has worked so well for me that this is the furthest I've gone on a solo project that has become the scope I'm still reaching, but it hasn't. I don't believe I've overscoped it because I'm still working on it. Right? I think the sign of overscope is when you stop working on it because you're overwhelmed. I'm still working on it, still going, and it's worked for me. And I think that that this is how I'm going to approach projects in the future as well, is treat it as a part-time job. Because before I treated it as a hobby, and if I'm like, well, I don't feel like working on it today, so I won't, and then that's how projects die. At least for me. Some people are much better at picking up where they left off after months. I tried. This podcast is proof that I've tried with the stealth game. I just couldn't get past that hump. So treating it as a job, treating it as a 9 to 5 worked for me. So, Chip, I don't know what keeps you going, man, but me doing it as a set period, because I know at 11 o'clock on a Wednesday is time to work on some games. So, I just do where I set up all the things in my favor as well, where like I have the drawing tab, I have like sketchbooks here, I have like all the pieces that I need to like work on it if I feel like it. Yeah. But then I try to just like have that one quick block that this is newer too. Like I've been trying to like just incorporate this just based off of one offhanded comment like a dude made where he's like, yeah, I just kind of spend 30 minutes of my lunch hour at work coding. And I was like, I have a lunch hour. I have 30 minutes where I'm not doing shit. I'm just kind of like doing nothing. I'm just kind of like sitting there. And I was like, I could probably do something. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if there's anything this podcast today, I know it's a gaming podcast, but we really talked about life, but there's one thing you can take from it.
About hobbies, dude. It's about life.
Take the hobby and
have a passion.
Do with what you're passionate about, man. Just do it. Some people might be blessed with perfect hand-eye coordination. Others might be blessed with the will to cut. To take that from Bleach.
All right, dude. What the hell is that?
Just get it done.
It's like a dark turn there, dude.
Did it?
Yeah, Hollows.
On that note.
I think they're trying to reboot Bleach, dude.
No, they had 1,000 years. All right, we're getting off topic. We're getting off topic.
Whole Female Ghost Academy or some nonsense, dude.
All right. For the Wombo podcast, I'm Mr. Gimpy. That's
Chipmunk.
Keep your hobbies going. Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you next week.
Yeah. Peace.